So, something a bit different this week. My wife and I are about to embark on a pretty big home renovation that's going to cost a few quid. It starts tomorrow, so the date today is 21st of March, and I'm going to document this journey for you, but it wouldn't be that finance show without a focus on the numbers. So I'm going to go through what I think we're going to spend, and you're going to see I'm going to document this whole process through to the finish, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I do spend. So let's see how far off I might be. Let me take you around the back. I'm going to show you a bit more about what we're doing, and then we're going to take a look at the plans and talk some numbers. Welcome to That Finance Show. Right, so this is the back of the house. So we are going to be extending. This is going to look pretty different. The idea of this project is to create a much bigger kitchen, family diner downstairs, and also a new playroom for the kids. We have 2 young children, and I want to create what is their current room that's full of all their toys. I want to be my little office come filming studio, etc., as I try and push this YouTube channel a bit further and it give me more space to work from home. So let's go into the office. I'm going to take you back to the office, and I want to show you the plans that we've had drawn up, which is due to start tomorrow, like I say, and I want to go through the numbers that I've crunched so far and how much I think I'm going to spend, and I want to talk you through as well how we're funding this and the logic behind that, where the money's coming from. We'll talk house values before and my estimates for after, etc. So let's see. I'm going to update you week by week. Let's do it. Whoa. Right, so here we are, got the plans to show you. So what we're looking at here is the existing floor plan. Now the areas that are up for adjustment are the garage area at the front left, the utility and the kitchen behind. So all of that on the left hand side of the drawing, plus out the back of the kitchen there's going to be an extension. So let me show you what the after drawings look like. So there on screen is the architect's plans for what the layout will be once the job is finished. So what you'll see is one half of the garage is turning into a playroom on the right hand side. The utility is moving down into the other side of the garage. So we're essentially going from a double garage to 3/4 of a single garage, which will just be used for storage. So we are keeping the utility room, but we're moving it down. And what that creates is a complete nice square kitchen, which gives us the maximum options available for kitchen layout, and then that extension there you can see down on the bottom. So what this will give us is a really nice big kitchen, diner, family area, a playroom for the kids with a glazed door so we can see in, keep an eye on them when we're in the kitchen, the main sort of family room, and we're still managing to keep the utility. And in the top right of the drawing there where it says playroom, that is the current playroom that I mentioned that's full of the kids' toys, and that will be my new office come film studio. So that's what the layout looks like. Now, I'm going to bring on screen now some renders that we've had done. So this is what, CAD drawings of what the scheme might look like. Now there's already been some changes since these were put together. In reality, the dining area is actually moving into the extension and so on, but it gives you an idea of the space and the layout, and you can see the style that we're going for with the rendered extension and the lantern on the top. And one thing that's worth pointing out is even to get to this stage hasn't been without cost. So the building work has started, but we've already had to spend a few quid on what I would call general professional fees. So let's start the cost counter now, because I've already spent, I'm just going to get my notes, £925 on architects, £128 with the local planning office, and £690 with building control to get to this point. So I have spent £1,743 before a spade has even gone in the floor in professional fees to get to this stage. So I'm going to put a running counter down in the bottom of the screen here. That's the total spend so far. And the next time that we get together, the next clip you're going to see is 1 week on. So I'll give you a progress report on how we've got on after week 1. Right, so here we are at the end of week 1. Before I go and show you the progress, let's talk budget. So we're hoping to bring this project in for somewhere between 70 and 80,000, which makes me feel a bit sick when I say that number out loud, but I'm really hoping to bring this in for closer to 70. I'm pretty confident that we can do it. I put a lot of research beforehand into prices and quotes and so on, so I'm pretty confident, but I'm sure everybody says that when we embark on a project like that. So let's see how far or close I end up being to that. Let's go take a look at the week 1 progress. It ended up being a 4-day working week. The guys started on Tuesday through Friday. Let me go and show you where we've got to so far, and we'll talk about numbers. There's a bill to pay today, so I'll let you know what that is and what it's for. Let's go take a look. Right, so here we are outside. So what have we achieved in these 4 days? We're at the back at the moment, so I'm going to bring up on screen some shots. So footings are dug, concrete is in, and there's some hardcore in as well. The floor's been dug out, ready for the new extension area. All the drainage, they unearthed quite a lot of drainage and actually a wall from the old hospital that used to be built on this site. So there's a bit of rerouting of the drainage, and we had to get the building inspector out just to come and check the wall and a few things. But really good progress for 4 days. So the footings are all in. As I said, hardcore, just got to put some lintels in over the drainage. So I would think we'll start to see some brick and block work going up next week. There's not a lot to show you out the front other than a bit of a disaster zone of rubble and so on. So that's week 1, so you can start to see the space of what we're doing. So money, there's a bill to be paid shortly of £4,486, which is a stage payment to the builder that was all pre-agreed in advance on milestones that we would achieve. So when we achieved a certain point, I would pay X amount. So that payment is leaving the account today, so I'll update the counter in the corner of the screen to show you where we're at on our spend, and the next time that we'll get together, it will be at the end of week 2. So here we are, end of week 2. As you can see, we can start to see the shape of the space. So we're up on the walls up to the damp-proof course, which actually flew up real quick. There were 3 guys here doing that. So yeah, you can start to see the shape now, and I'll bring up on screen a few different angles. That's as far as we've got. We're now into the bank holiday weekend, Easter break, so we have a few days off, back at it on Tuesday. So I think the next plan of attack is the block work, start building the walls up, and also hopefully by the end of week 3 we'll have a concrete slab finish, so the floor will be up to height. As you can see at the moment, it's a bit of a jump down. No more money's changed hands. We haven't yet reached another stage, so the counter is the same as it was at the end of last week. So yeah, really pleased, another week done. Starting to get exciting. See you at the end of week 3. So, end of week 3, and look, walls. So you can see here the space. So we've got the block work up. So the next stage is the scaffolding to take it a little bit higher. So you can see the space for the bifolds at the front, great big space with some lovely bifold doors, and you can also get a sense of the space for that big gallery window on the left-hand side. So we're trying to get maximum light in here. So if you think with the bifolds and that big gallery window and the lantern on top, it should be a really nice sunny room. We get the morning sun across the garden, so it should be really fantastic. So here's the front of the house. As you can see, we've already had one grabber truck take a load of stuff away, and we're already on pile number 2. As you can see, it's quite a lot of stuff we've had to dig out the garden. So that's just still a bit of a bomb site, but you can really start to see the space now. So money, some more money has changed hands. We've had to make stage payments 2 and 3 to the builder, because that was brickwork up to damp-proof course and the block work up to ready for first lift for the scaffolding. So we've achieved those 2 milestones. So a payment has gone out to the builder for £8,973.18. So I'll update the counter in the bottom left corner so you can see the total spend. It's really starting to get up to some serious numbers now. So we're going to leave it there for this episode. I don't want these videos to be crazy long. So that's where we've got to. So next week I'm going to release episode 2, which will take you from here onwards, and we're going to look at house values and some of the thinking behind what we're spending and why. So yeah, thanks for watching. Look out for episode 2 next week.